Savannah Hernandez. This woman was dispatched to Portland. There's a couple of these people in Portland. There's a handful of these TPUSA people. And they go from, you know, city to city to whenever they're like building a narrative. Savannah Hernandez went to Minneapolis again and was starting shit. The video does get a little bit out of hand, but I think you can see where it starts. See, that's where it started. It started with her laying hands, right? It started with her laying hands. Now, you heard them. They're like, get the fuck out of here. And look at her, dude. She's smiling. Look at her. She's smiling. Okay? They are just antagonizing. They're showing up there. Then she pushes the girl, and then it turns into a fight, right? Once she lays hands on her, it turns into a fight. But again, guys, they do this in every city. They come here to Portland. They do this every time we have a protest. The right-wingers, they get paid to show up and try and start some conflagration.
Why did it escalate so quickly?
Well, let's make no mistake, Laura, this escalated because they found out that I work for Turning Point USA. This isn't the first time that I have been confronted and assaulted at this point for journalism on the streets of the United States of America. But since Charlie Kirk's assassination, this is now the third time that people have come up to me after I have not been interviewing, not been engaging, but simply being on the street and filming a protest, figured out I work for Turning Point USA, and have made a point to confront me, to threaten me, to harass me, and now brutally assault me to prove a point. So that's why this escalated, Laura. I wasn't interviewing anybody. I wasn't engaging with anybody. I was, and I apologize. This is the first time I'm talking about this assault, and I,
Dude, we got Rittenhouse tears!
Laura, this is my job.
Rittenhouse tears!
For the last 6 years.
Yep.
And I'm terrified to do my job. I can't even interview people properly on the street because I got brutally assaulted and pushed to the ground by a 250-pound man for simply going and reporting on anti-ICE activities. I made a point not to engage, Laura, because I know the left wing is violent. They assassinated Charlie Kirk last year, and now they're coming for each and every single Turning Point USA employee because they know they can get away with it because the local jurisdictions aren't going to charge them. Now, luckily,
Dude, all right, so first off, we have to correct some shit here because it started with the girl whistling right in her face. They were whistling, but like, I just want to cover something here. Hold on. Look at this part right here. You see her, watch this. You see her push somebody right in the face, right there. You see that? Like, dude, she literally pushes her right in the face. Look at that shit. While she's talking, the woman walks up and she pushes her right in the fucking face, dude. We're going to hear her whatever emotional appeal, right, with her fake Rittenhouse tears. And then she hit the whole, oh, the left killed Charlie Kirk. Now I'm all scared. Now they're after all the TPUSA. But this started with her, like, pushing her way to the front of the protest. And she's holding her camera there. They go there to agitate. They don't stand out there and report the news. They get into the crowd and then they try to agitate. And now a woman comes up with a whistle and gets right in her face. But the whole thing starts with her pushing that woman. She lays hands on the woman first. Now, is it annoying to have a whistle like right in your ear when you're out there reporting? Sure, of course it is. But at the end of the day, dude, nobody wants these fuckers out there in the middle of their protests. They show up and then they create a disturbance and then the protest gets shut down. But like, if you're not protesting, get out of the crowd. You don't need to go into the center of a protest crowd and start filming people hoping you start some agitating shit. so you can then go on Fox News and cry about it.
The local jurisdictions aren't going to charge them. Now, luckily, the sheriffs are planning on bringing forward charges. I hope. I did tell them I wanted to press charges. This has been elevated to both the DOJ and the DHS. They are opening the investigation as well. But
dude, again, with her fake tears. But guys, here's another problem. Because this woman is TPUSA, but look what happens. 𝗙𝗵𝗪 is the civil rights DOJ person. She is the Assistant Attorney General, Civil Rights Division. But look at this shit, because this is what's crazy. Savannah Hernandez goes to a protest, right? She gets into it with somebody where she lays hands on someone, and then she identifies 𝗍𝗍𝗽𝗓. And she says, this is the guy. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. He's the same guy arrested storming the church. So what she does is she tweets about 𝗍𝗍𝗽𝗓, basically saying this guy caused it all. And then the Assistant Attorney General says on it. So, oh, that's weird. That the Assistant Attorney General of the United States of America is now going to investigate somebody based on a TPUSA employee tweeting about them, right? A TPUSA employee goes to a protest, sends a tweet, oh, Tommy Harrington did this, and now the Assistant Attorney General, who's in charge of the Civil Rights Division, is like, oh, all right, thanks for the tweet. I'm going to go check that out. Yo, that is crazy, bro. Like, who do you work for, 𝗙𝗵𝗪? This is basically TPUSA goes and starts shit, and then the Attorney General comes in and says, yeah, we're going to look into that. We're going to start arresting people for you. Here's the first video. This is the one that has the first view. You'll see the whistle person come up. And yes, they're holding signs up and they're like, you know, trying to disturb her recording, of course. But look at what she's doing. She's like in the middle of the protest. She goes right up to the fence, right? She wants the whole crowd around her and hopes she can agitate. But see, right there, dude, you see that started right there. There's the first laying of hands, dude, where she's putting her hand on this woman's neck. That literally is what starts it. Right? And she's like putting the hand on her face. And when she says, don't touch me, you see her laughing? And now there, it got a little, you know, it got a little excited there, okay, when they got into a little bit of a scrap. All right. And then she's grabbing somebody else's face.
No, it's over, it's over, it's over.
All right, now this guy, though, like that guy, I think that right there is like, this is the one that I think is uncalled for right here. Like this dude, this guy needs a boot in the ass. Seriously. Because at that point, she's got her hands on their face. I totally get those girls and her getting into it because she was touching their neck and their faces. But this guy should get a boot in the ass. She was out of the fray. He comes up full steam ahead and pushing her in the back, right? This dude, I'm totally fine if they want to put him in county jail for like a week, dude. Don't be a fucking prick, bro. This shit is already over. And it's a sucker push in the back. Like, come on, man. What are you doing, you fucking dumbass? You know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't condone this, guys. This guy is totally not cool. Not okay. Okay? Not okay. This guy. He comes up behind her for no reason, dude. And watch. As she's leaving, you'll see. He comes up and he fucking pushes her down like that, dude. And from behind, bro. I'm not down with anybody pushing somebody from behind like that. I think that's fucking dangerous. That's how people get hurt when you fly up and push somebody without them expecting it. This is not okay, dude. And I'm going to be clear about that. That guy probably should get a battery charge. He is not a little man. However, I am going to reiterate, though, if you are a TPUSA person, if you are a right-wing agitator that goes to these things all the time, you should not be going into the center of these protests. There's no reason for you to go into that crowd while they're protesting. You know they don't want you there. You know it's going to be inflammatory. You know the only reason you're going in there is because you hope something happens so then you can create a federal case out of it. And now this guy, though, if you're a protester, you got to not be this guy, because this guy's an asshole. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.